If you're looking for an easy to make, easy to remove, incredibly durable drawer system for your next truck camping adventure, look no further. We've gotten tons of requests from our truck tour video asking us how we made these drawers, which we've been using for 4 or 5 years now for our epic road trips. So today we're going to show you how we built it, including all the items we use, which we'll list in the description below.
This is Magellan,
And this is Greyhound.
where we make videos about epic road trips, kayaking, hiking, and other outdoor adventures.
The first version of our truck bed platform consisted of underbed storage bins under a framework of rickety 2x4s that were difficult to uninstall. So when it was time to upgrade to version 2.0, we decided to go with a cabinet system that could easily slide without tools, allowing us to convert our truck back to normal when we're not traveling. We have a truck bed slightly longer than 6 feet, but what's great about this build is it can be done in any type of truck bed, long or short, with or without a bed liner. First, we'll just need to get the measurements to custom fit it. 3 measurements are needed for the cabinet. The inside length from cab to tailgate, which we'll minus 6 inches from to allow for the drawer face and handles. This will be the length of the cabinet. We need the inside width from wheel well to wheel well. This is the width of the cabinet. And the top height of a 1x1 board when it's placed on top of the wheel well. This is the height of the cabinet. If you want to make your drawers deeper, like if you have specific things you want to store, this is the time to decide. We wanted maximum headroom though, so we made the cabinet minimum height, just high enough to clear the wheel wells. Greyhound is 5'9", and with our ARE MX series cap, she has no problem sitting up in the bed. Cut 3 1x10 boards to the length of the bed and cut 1 board to the width of the bed. These will be the sides, divider, and back. Now's the time to double check to make sure these boards fit well in the truck. Rip these 4 boards down to the height of your cabinet. To get the exact width of the sides, take the total cabinet height, which we figured out before, and then subtract the height of the 2 1x, which allows for the top and bottom of the cabinet. On a flat surface, screw the back and exterior sides together using a minimum of 2-inch wood screws. Make sure to pre-drill to keep from splitting the wood or use self-drilling screws. And keep the sides and back square while drilling by using a corner clamp, speed square, or framing square. Once the 3 sides are attached, connect the middle drawer divider the same way, at the center of the back wall. Now lay any size of 1x across the frame to create the bottom of the cabinet. Scrap wood is great for this, since no one will see it. We used a bunch of old 1x shelving. Plywood is fine for this too. Just make sure to adjust the cabinet height to allow for any difference in depth. Screw all the boards to the edge of the cabinet and the divider. Now flip over the cabinet. We should have a 3-sided box with a bottom, no top, and a middle divider. The drawers are very similar to the cabinet. First find the height, width, and length of the drawers by measuring the inside of the drawer space, subtracting 1/2 inch on all sides to allow for movement. Cut the front, back, and sides of the drawer to length, out of 1x boards. Then rip the height of the boards to the inside height of the cabinet, making sure to allow for 1/2 to 1 inch of top clearance, plus the height of the bottom of the drawer. Screw together the 4 sides of the drawer the same way we did the cabinet.
For the bottom, use 2 1x12 boards attached lengthwise.
It's important here to attach the bottom boards lengthwise instead of crosswise to keep the drawer bottom from getting caught on the cabinet bottom. In fact, we were initially worried that even using long boards of the drawer and cross boards on the cabinet would cause friction, but we've had no issues whatsoever in 4 or so years hauling all this heavy stuff. Also, another note, we found that the 2 boards, even though they were stretched to the length of the drawer, needed no additional support besides the edges of the drawer. But if you worried about that, you could always add a center divider. Now, make the second drawer just like you did the first. If the measurements of the two sides are the same, which hopefully they are, it's definitely faster to build the two drawers at the same time. Drawer hardware is pretty expensive and complicated to install, so we're trying to avoid that here. To test whether or not we actually needed hardware, we threw two 60-pound bags of concrete mix in the drawers to see how they performed. The answer? Great. Since then, we've stuffed these drawers to the gills with all manners of heavy things like canned goods, beverages, and jerry cans, and have never had an issue. We're always glad we decided to go without the hardware. If you do decide to go with hardware or have some other way you decided to make these puppies slide, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Once you're satisfied with how the drawers fit and slide, close up the top of the cabinet the same way we did the bottom, with your choice of width and 1x boards.
There's a lot of builds out there that use some sort of outdoor carpet or AstroTurf on the top of their drawers, but we decided to stick with bare, unfinished wood.
We found it easier to keep clean and less likely to damage when we're using the platform for non-sleeping situations. To protect our mattress, we just use a waterproof mattress cover on both sides. At this point, slide the cabinet and drawers into the truck so we can fine-tune the drawer faces and handles. We've had a couple questions about how we secured the whole unit. Because it's so solid and built to fit the whole bed, it doesn't slide around. Unless you plan on drag racing with the tailgate open, there's no reason to screw it down or tie it down in any way. The drawer faces are what everyone's going to say with this build, so feel free to splurge if you want. We went with a single piece of 1x cedar that we cut in half so the wood grain matched up. Screw the drawer faces from the inside so no holes show. Make sure the drawer face covers the whole front of the truck, even the area in front of the wheel well where there's no cabinet. That keeps it clean looking and will cover up the extra storage boxes we'll show you in a bit. Attach the drawer handles of your choice, making sure the bolt goes through both the drawer and the drawer face. Otherwise, they'll just pry off the face the first time opening them. We ended up using repurposed kitchen cabinet handles, but if we had to rebuild this, we would definitely install a handle wide enough for two hands, since these drawers can be heavy sometimes. One other change we might make is adding some sort of notches in the inside of the drawers to allow dividers, which is best done before assembling the drawers. Our bin system works really well for us though. So guys, this is the point where we were super proud of ourselves, and so we loaded up the mattress and we thought we were done. And this is what happened. The problem was that in our original test, we were using a regular spring mattress, which was stiff enough not to need the side support, but a futon was a different story. To fix this, we built 4 corner storage boxes and a board for each side that went over the wheel well. Good news is that the solution actually created some extra storage that we could access while we slept, unlike the main drawers. We kept things in here like keys, glasses, headlamps, the truck curtains, clothes, shoes, cup holders, other stuff. To build these, we found it easiest to cut the bottom board to fit first, shaping it to fit the weird space. Then we cut the 4 sides to fit the bottom, screwing it together the same way we did the drawers and cabinet. The front side of the front box and the back side of the back box should be slightly taller than the other 3 sides. The tall side should line up exactly with the top of the cabinet, and the 3 shorter sides should line up with the top of the cabinet without the top boards. Having this taller front and back walls will prevent the lids from sliding around. Cut the lids to fit the box, cut a finger hole in the top using a hole saw. The lid should leave a little bit of the wheel well side edge of the boxes exposed. To finish this off, cut 2 1x boards, one for each side to the length that fit on those 2 exposed edges. We added 2 finger holes in each of these boards too, which allow us to pull them up and store larger things over the wheel well. So there you go. This is how we made our truck drawers. 75% of this was scrap lumber and reclaimed material, so it was pretty cheap to make. And it's made our road trips 100 times more enjoyable, more comfortable, more organized, and they've allowed us to carry so much more with us. If you want to see how we packed these drawers for a 2-week road trip, check out the link above or in the description.
Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel.
We'll see you on the trails or in the water.